Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general reading for the sign of Libra for March 2020. So if you identify or have any elements within your chart that are prior, sort of mainly Librans, so Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, stellium in Libra, this may be for you. And again, if you don't resonate with this, as it is a general reading, maybe check out one of my other readings. Maybe you identify more with another sign for this month. As with all general readings, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Usually what I do first of all is link in with the guides to see if they have any messages here, which we do for this month. And then we'll be utilising the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland for obviously the month of March to sort of get a bit more insight. And then we'll be using Oracle cards for outcomes. Yes, I have changed my setup, mainly because I wasn't happy, so I changed it again. Get used to it. I've got a Libra midhaven, so yes, people are usually very shocked to find out that I'm an Aries Taurus cusp. Okay, so a few things. We've got Mercury in retrograde up until the 9th, 10th, okay, at which point we've got a full moon in the sign of Virgo on the 9th. You're probably going to find after the sort of few days after that, because we've got the Sun conjunct Neptune in the sign of Neptune, which does rules Pisces. I feel like leading up to that point, you're going to have a bit of confusion. There's going to be a lot of confusion, in fact, and then there's a closure and possibly then confusion around another area, all right, especially around the emotional area. I wouldn't be sort of really organising too much around those dates, because I feel like whatever direction you're going to be going in, you're going to be sort of revisiting that over and over again until you're kind of a bit more sturdy around the end of the month. But there are a few other bits and pieces coming up. We've got the 21st of March. We've got obviously that the Sun will go into Aries officially, which is the first day of spring, and obviously a brand new astrological cycle, which again closes out this decade cycle that we've had of the 2010s, but also we're starting a brand new sort of year as well astrologically. So that's happening on the 21st. The 22nd, we've got Jupiter, Pluto, Mars conjunct in Capricorn. Is there going to be a false start? I just feel like there's a false start. It's like people are going to shoot their shot, and then it's like for the wrong reasons, because obviously Jupiter is that kind of planet of luck, with Pluto, which is that regenerational kind of energy, with a Mars, that kind of very forceful energy, which again, because we've then got Sun in Aries as well, you're probably going to want to propel yourself in a certain direction, and they're saying wait. So just watch for that energy around the 22nd. Again, we want to kind of wait to the end of sort of the last part of March, really, to sort of really understand if this is what we want, okay? Then we've got on the 22nd, the Moon conjunct Mercury in Pisces. Moon is the emotions. Mercury is obviously, because obviously with Mercury in retrograde, it's now in Aquarius, okay? And then when it goes direct around the 9th, 10th, it's going to transition back through Pisces. We're needing to stop and relook at things, okay? But as I say, just watch for this false start. With the Moon conjunct Mercury in Pisces on the 22nd, there may be revelations around communication, or people are going to be wanting to speak out on a more emotional level. Then also Sun conjunct Chiron and Aries, which is that whole... I mean, Chiron is the wounded healer. The Sun is the kind of the ego, the sort of personality. Watch for people speaking out of turn. People kind of, again, it's like there's going to be an element of people speaking their truth, or it's like a level of their truth that comes out to be revealed, which actually will reveal actually how they do really feel about you. But there's also an element of confusion. So I wouldn't be basing any opinions or any... I just wouldn't take anything for gospel around that date, because it's like very... I'm just hearing it's very Neptunian energy. So you've got to remember, Neptune is that very watery, static energy, I want to say, where... Now, best way I can describe this is, I don't know if anyone's ever done any astral travelling and gone higher than sort of around the 9th dimension. because when you do, your brain can't fathom consciously what you're being shown. It's like you're on a conscious level, you're kind of, your brain that you've been given down here isn't able to articulate or visually take in what, and or even absorb on a conscious level what is going on. And so you're kind of tricked a little bit. It's like your mind's tricking you to sort of ease you out of that kind of shock almost. That's the feeling I'm getting. So watch for this, and as I say, I wouldn't be making any solid plans around these dates. Then we've got 24th of March, Moon conjunct Sun and Chiron in Aries. Now, the Moon is the feminine, and again, where it's conjuncting the Sun, which is the masculine, you could be having kind of explosive divine masculine, divine feminine moments, and or twin flame moments, soulmate moments. But also, it's going to be conjunct Chiron as well in Aries, which, again, it's like you may find a release around relationships at this point in time. And if you're not in a relationship with others, it'll be a relationship with you. But again, I feel like you may also be revealed some information as well at that point. So just watch for that. Jupiter, Pluto, Mars conjunct Capricorn still around this date. And then Saturn is just on the cusp of Aquarius. We want it to go into Aquarius because it's going to lighten the load a little bit. Where Saturn's been in Capricorn, this is way too heavy. Like if you've been sort of around the Christmas time, felt a very heavy energy, it's because there's a stellium of planets that have been hovering around Capricorn, which is that more paternal, sort of responsible, dutiful energy that people are kind of assigning themselves to without really understanding what it's for. It's like they're in a program and they don't understand it. Now the 25th of March, we've got Sun conjunct Chiron still, okay? So it's like the Moon is starting to transition away, and that sort of energetic emotional release has happened. And then the Sun is still around Chiron, which is just that kind of more masculine driven, assertive, dynamic energy that's going to be kind of shifted almost. And then Jupiter, Pluto, Mars conjunct in Capricorn still. So again, it's like you're again, I keep getting Donald Trump on the 25th of March. Now he might have Libra sort of placements, but I did Leo the other day, and I picked up Donald Trump, and he is a Leo. There's something happening around the 24th, 20 March for Donald Trump. And then on the 25th, Saturn is actually in Aquarius. It finally transitions into Aquarius, which is going, I'm just hearing lightening the load, and it's got a more cerebral feeling where we're not bogged down with what we should be doing. There's a release, okay? And then I feel like we can finally start transitioning into that dynamic energy that Aries offers us, as opposed to the extremely... Don't forget, Pisces, we're in Pisces season and we're about to transition into Aries. Pisces is hidden enemies. It's the subconscious. You are going to be having both real and very, very illusionary subconscious releases around this date. And it's very important to listen. And I'd be making notes personally, because this is the thing. I feel like at the time you're going to be sat double guessing, second guessing absolutely everything. And then when it gets to these dates afterwards, you're going to be like, oh God, I know they told me something about this on this date. And I know I picked up something about this energy on this date, but I can't remember what it was about. Why did I not write it down? Write everything down. Write everything down. So that's astrologically for the month of March, really what I would be saying, keeping an eye on. And they keep highlighting the full moon on the 10th in Virgo. Watch out for further illusions, and I don't know why, but it's again around feminines, okay? Someone is saying things and the words are not reflecting their true feelings. It's like someone's saying something, but the actual truth is not coming out. It's like I'm going to say the word that they're giving me. It feels like someone's lip servicing you. It's a feminine. Someone is lip servicing you. And what I mean by lip servicing is it's like they're not telling you what they really think. They're telling you what they think you want to hear. Okay, there's a big difference. Any other insight, Spirit, please, before we get into the cards? Yeah, there's a crossroads coming up for you guys. And actually there's a timeline jump here. It's going to be around the 25th. It feels like there's a crossroads where it's like starting to meet in the middle and overlapping. They're just showing me a train where obviously you've got two tracks, where usually the track will be, the carriage will be transitioned over into the other track, diverted over to the other track. someone is deliberately not diverting their energy onto another type of area because they don't want to look. They're very Two of Swords energy. They don't want to see. They're in denial. Someone's in denial about something in front of them. They don't want to acknowledge it. And don't forget, okay, yes, it could be this illusionary energy, but this isn't illusionary energy. This is one of those realisms, this very kind of clear conscious energy that's being, weird that they're giving me that word, drafted. That's weird you're giving me that word. They're showing me a game of chess. And this is the thing. They're giving you what you want. They're giving you what you want. You've asked for a challenge. You've asked something about your energy, your soul mission, your life path has asked for a challenge. They're saying you fancy yourself as a bit of an Einstein, so they're giving you that. It's like you like to be known as someone that can see through things, and so they're testing that. And they're saying, are you sure? Because at the moment, some of you guys are very much in your mental space way too much, and you need to get into the heart space, because that's going to allow you to understand the difference between the illusionary energy and the realism. Let's see what else they want us to tell me here. Blue. Blue's going to be really significant for you. Again, throat chakra. Archangel Michael. But there's a third element to this. Blue, look out for blue. If you see blue, you're on track. If you see blue, you're on track. All right? Oh no, there's a hidden message there. There's a hidden message there. Why are you showing me socks? Okay, cryptic. I'm going to find out what this is about in a minute, but they're saying you wouldn't put your shoes on without your socks first, would you? You wouldn't put your shoes on without your socks first. So why are you doing this? I have no idea what that means, but someone's going to understand what that means. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Empress. I did pre-shuffle this. Right, let's have a look. Let's do another shuffle for Libra, sign of Libra, March 2020, please. Spirit, what's happening? What else can we expect to see here? What else do we need to know? What do Libras need to know? What's going to happen? Revelations, insights, secrets, anything of significance that our Librans want to know. Okay. You are not understanding your divine essence enough. And this is going to either make or break that this month. You're not understanding your divine essence. The people you're putting around you are blocking your divine essence. And you've been put here for a reason. Someone needs to hear that. Okay, I'm going to end up doing the channeling for the next hour. Someone is watching this at the moment, and this is going to freak you out, but I'm going to say it. You don't have readings, and you decided to click on a video, and I'm freaking you out. Don't be freaked out. This is just a sign for you to acknowledge that there's more to life, because whoever this is for, you have sat and you've stopped questioning. You gave up. You gave up. They're saying don't give up. This is not about giving up. This is just another part of your journey. You're closing out one part and you're transitioning onto the real part, because when we're awakened, and I say that, I'm not awakened, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be here. Let's be realistic. When you're starting to awaken, or when you're starting to transition into this journey, things get a bit more real, let's say. I don't know why I want to sort of utilise that word, but that's the word they're giving me. And they're saying don't sort of take this as... See it as a journey, as a challenge, as opposed to a block, or that you're not worthy, or you're not going to get anywhere with anything. This is not meant to give you that energy. This is meant to allow you to see further. Libra, sign of month of March 2020, please, Spirit. I got told off by my friend who watched my channel, was like, you don't even show the cards long enough. I channel more so than using cards, but anyway. Just for those who might want to see the card longer than necessary. The blue. The blue's here. Can you see the blue? This is the depth of your soul. This is about heart awakening. You guys, you guys are challenged to step into a heart awakening here. Yes, this can be about relationships with the self. Yes, it can be about relationships with others. But this is about heart awakening. Can you see the eye in the heart? It's like you're going to get the sort of tenacity here to step into that energy of, again, it's that very cerebral energy around the heart center that allows you to hear, feel, see with the heart, and this, but in the heart space. These two are going to allow you to see, feel in the heart space. Okay, so it's an added dimensional upgrade of you feeling out. You feeling out your secrets, your why you're here, because they're just going like this. And don't give this away either. It like, put it this way, if you start really opening up to this energy and are like, I'm channeling you, like, I don't know, Jesus or something, write it all down, because don't give away your plans. Don't put it this way, I don't know how many people around you, someone has not got some particularly trustworthy people around them. All right, don't reveal what your moves are. Just don't reveal your moves just yet. And I would be testing that out as well, because some people are going to listen to this and go, well, that's a bit harsh. Probably, but this is the message they're giving, and test it out. Feel free to test it out, but they're just giving advisory there. Don't give this away. This is like your kind of trump card. Your heart is your all. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups coming together. So obviously, as with anything energetically, when you have one, it multiplies and manifests into something larger, which is what this is about. This is about a brand new transitional energy that you have the potential of grasping here. Okay, let's see what else they can tell us here about this Ace of Cups. 5 of Swords, win or lose. 5 of Swords, win or lose. It's the chess game. It's the chess game. This is the mind, putting the mind on the back burner. Stop relying on the mind to help figure things out. Can you see they put the sword down now? The mental, because the Ace of Swords is that mental clarity, is that insight and that truth, right? You feel your truth here, all right? You sometimes, especially this month, it's trying to get you to feel your truth, not from this. Put this down, because what this is going to do, if you keep leading with that, you're going to end up getting booby trapped. There's like traps everywhere, and this 3-dimensional chess game that you've got going on is you're going to lose. And it's, again, it's an ego thing, and it's not designed to make you feel rubbish because spirit think you're not worthy of anything. It's a lesson. It's meant to allow you to channel through this as opposed to the mental space. Yeah, third eye chakra. Okay, third eye chakra. This is about utilizing an alignment here that is worthwhile and beneficial for you. We've also got the 4 of Swords, just breathe. Take some time out, feel out this energy, because you've got too many distractions going on. There are way too many distractions. Someone's arguing with you and sort of trying to, again, I'm just hearing baiting. Someone's trying to bait you into making decisions, into reacting, into misaligning you. Again, it's that kind of train that's being led off track. And again, it's karmic. This is karmic. This is karmic. You are meant to be taking a break alone and tuning in to this. And tuning in to this. You are not meant to be bickering with people that don't understand your journey and that are just here as characters to derail, a little bit to derail you and to test you, to test the metal. All right, just watch for that, because it's again, look, seek, hermit. All right, you are not meant to be utilizing what other people want you to be doing. You are not here to be told what to do. You are here to transition into this hermit-like energy where you are following your light and you are able to tune in to all that is. Okay, now as you can see from this card, if it ever focuses, you've got two, again, more bluebirds, so there's more blue energy here. And then obviously we've got these two cards which are very, okay, so the 5 and the 4 of swords. Now actually the 5 and the 4 of the swords is 9 of swords, which is about fear. This is meant to stretch you into overcoming a fear. You're scared because this is going to bring balance. This is going to bring balance. This isn't bringing balance. This is. But you have to get over the fear. Why are you scared of going in your heart space? Why are you scared of utilising this? Is it because you think you're going to be vulnerable? Get into this energy first, and then you won't be. Libra, please, for the month of March 2020. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. You're holding on too tight. You need to open up. And as you can see, there's an alignment here within this lady that she's channeling from above. You're going to miss. I mean, look, how many more? Look, there's a heart that's getting an upgrade here as well. You've got a lady that's getting upgrade here as well. Your the heart opening will allow the third eye to gain more downloads, which is going to help you. It's going to give you a step up, but you may miss it. They're worried you're going to miss it. They're worried that you're going to miss out because you're too in the practical. You're too in, and I feel sick. Let me just recalibrate here a little bit. One sec. Just going to ground myself a bit here. By the way, if you ever need to ground yourself, just put your hand over your head, your crown chakra, for a couple of seconds. Yeah, there's a heck of a lot of information. I'm channeling too a lot of information as well. I feel like my crown chakra is burning out. Even though I've just done an hour meditation. Anyway, this is meant focus. This is about your focus. Because as you can see, I was distracted then by other energy, and spirit were just like, no, focus on the task at hand. And it's not through this. Okay, it's through this. I just keep, someone's, yeah, there's a lot of download type of energy here. There's a heck of a lot of downloads coming in. Just be aware. I feel like this is also about getting space alone so you can pick up on those downloads, otherwise you may miss them. Right, what else? Spirit. Magician on the bottom of the deck, which is manifest. Libra, March 2020. What else can you tell me, please? Ace of Pentacles. Strengthening bonds. Okay, yes, there could be a move here. Yes, there could be a deepening commitment or a new commitment. Yes, there could be a brand new physical start of something, especially because we've got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. This could be a new beginning in love and or a new person in love coming in. Yes, they're saying choose wisely. Choose wisely. Choose wisely. Libra for March 2020, please. What can you tell me? Libra, March 2020. Yeah, look. Two of Pentacles, find balance. There's a lot of toing and froing between the physical and the spiritual, the head and the heart. You know, the practical three-dimensional sort of monetary element, and the spiritual and or anything in between. Yeah, like not so sort of the stereotypical and the kind of traditional versus the less traditional, and the book knowledge versus the spiritual knowledge, everything in between, the kind of extreme polarized aspects of choices, you're probably going to be questioning and or be looking at. But this feels very much like the Wheel of Fortune as well, but they are asking you to find balance. I'm hearing you want a change and you want a new start, but you don't know how to go about it. And this is the other thing. You want to move on from something, you want to close a chapter out, but you're scared. You're scared that you're not right about it, and you are, okay? The win and the lose, you've got to remove the ego. The ego is not about, this is not about your ego. And don't forget, on the 24th, when, 24th, 25th, when the sun and, well, in fact, it'll be even the 22nd. Yeah, the 22nd to the 25th. Your ego's, your ego needs to be in check, because they're concerned that you're going to be sort of solely focused on winning and losing, and the more ego elements, that you're going to miss out on the other upgrades and other detailing that is, because this is not important. Your ego, no offense, but our egos are really, the only reason we've got an ego is because we're in the physical three-dimensional reality. Our souls do not have egos, all right? That's part and parcel of why we're here. It's like we're trying to transition through the ego, or utilize it for positive as opposed to sort of living by it. Part of this is going to be about your ego. I'm going to be real with you. Now, I feel like this is very 10th house energy, which is Capricorn, where it's like you may try and fight to stay in a career because, again, it's more ego. You feel more sort of comfortable doing it because it's like there's an imbalance. Put it this way, look around the areas in your life where there's going to be an imbalance, because this is what this month is trying to show you, where the imbalances are, all right? Bottom of the deck, the Tower. Okay, Libra for the month of March. Libra for the month of March. Yeah, someone's trying to hold on to something way too tightly here. If you're holding on to something too tightly, it's not meant for you. End of story. Libra, month of March 2020. Three of Pentacles. You don't know where to build. You don't know where to sort of evolve or develop your, again, work. You feel like you're at a loss for where you're kind of trying to develop something. You may also be relying on others too much to do this for you. You need to go within. You need to go within. All right, and seek the guidance on your own. Don't rely on other people to tell you where you're going with this. Again, don't forget the win or the lose. All right, and the fine balance. This is not meant for you to be having an ego rub. This month is not about an ego rub. This is about a hard, brutal truth that has been missed. Usually when we're in retrograde season, it's because we're told to pause and to review things, okay? Now, because obviously we're in the sign of Pisces, usually it's about something subconscious that we've missed out, all right? And or because obviously Mercury, it's about our truth and how we communicate. You need to understand and utilize where your truth is and what you've maybe overlooked. Again, don't forget that Two of Swords energy and very much that Two of Pentacles energy where you're trying to find that balance. Don't underestimate that. Bottom of the deck, Moon, confront, which is very illusionary energy. Okay, confront. And the Moon is very about the subconscious as well. So this is about subconscious fears coming up for them to be released, for you to acknowledge those and to move forward. Libra, month of March 2020, please. Now, I keep getting these cards mixed up. I do this every time. I want to say that this is a different card, and it's not. I do this every time. So we're going to be a bit sensible now. And we're going to actually look. Sorry, guys. I think this is Temperance. I think this is the Temperance card, but let me just double check. No, it's Judgment. So that was a good job I checked. Judgment. There's a decision that needs to be made. And don't forget, Judgment is the last card before the World, which is the end of a cycle. A decision has to be made, all right? The decision is as per all of the other things I've mentioned. But you must utilise it within the third eye, okay? You cannot sit and be, and I'm not going to swear, okay, because we all know the algorithm on my channel's gone a bit weird. And also, by the way, FYI, I've stopped doing the political predictions because I was getting all kinds of weird. First of all, there was like 100% accuracy with the political predictions, which was causing me to get a few weird little messages. So we've deleted all of those off the channel. And I don't know why I needed to say that. Maybe one or two of you have gone, oh, I wanted to watch that or something, or have seen the first one and wanted to watch the third one. FYI, it's been deleted because I was pretty much getting threatened because my predictions were accurate. And trust me, I am the kind of person that would usually continue anyway, but like everyone that is within the spiritual communities like Jale, just leave it. Like, this is karmic. This is, as in, not, well, it is for me as well, but it's karmic. Just let this, because you're trying to kind of ascertain and show the truth. The truth is going to come out, you know that. Leave it. So I'm being a good Jale, which is rare, because usually I'd have just fought. I'm a Taurus sun, Aries Taurus cusp sun, and Aries Aries Mars, Aries Mercury, but you know, come on, we got other things to be doing here. We can't be sat fighting the establishment, you know. Make sure you are making a very, and again, this is probably why I'm saying it, this is about making this is not an ego decision, all right? This is probably why, another reason why I'm saying this as an example. This is not about your ego, all right? This was not about my ego as to let's just carry on and get death threats, you know. No, we're not about to do that. So we gotta think carefully, but we're doing it in a way that is honouring ourselves and our heart centres, because it's the truth. We're channeling the truth. But there's a decision coming up here, okay? This decision is going to close, and I actually want to feel like I'm half vomiting saying this, because I'm gagging saying this, because I feel like I'm going to say this so many times this year already. I want you guys to learn, so it's closed out, so we can move forward, because if we learn, this is going to really help the vibration of the planet kind of move forward. Anyway, watch for the decisions that are being made, because they're really important ones. All right, bottom of the deck, 6 of Wands, believe and succeed. This is about, it could even be a public choice. It could be something that others would be aware of, and or a relationship status, a house move, a job change. They're saying this is not about any, well, it could be about that, but this is about living in your truth. This is about not accepting what others are telling you, but finding out for yourself. Like, don't just sit and watch this video and be like, yeah, you know, I'm just going to make the decision. No, feel it out. Like, you know, don't live by me. This is not what I'm here for. I'm not here to tell you what to do. Let's be real. I'm not. I'm here to allow you to see that you and your higher self can lead you into your best life, essentially. All right? Libra, March 2020. They want me to wipe the board. Go again, they're saying. Go again. I'm going again. I'm being you know, listening to the guides. Right, Libra, March 2020. Libra. This is the Chariot energy. Control, release, control. You are just, no, like, why does it, this is what the decision is about. You have to release control. They're saying you are, hang on, let me just ground here. They're saying no. You are doubting yourself to the point where you are going to mess your path up. And this is going to sound harsh. It's because you've been ignoring this. You watched 2 of Swords. I can feel it coming. Chariot. What else is happening for Libra for March 2020, please? 3 of Swords, sadness and isolation. All right. Is there a third party around you, or someone around you that is trying to control? Is there someone around you that is trying to lead you in a direction that is not for you? this is not, because don't forget, with the traditional chariot cards, you've got the black and the white horse going in different directions, and it's like they're telling you to pull the reins back, because this is not about you and your mind going in one direction and your heart going in another direction. You have to meet as a whole in order to make that conscious decision to move forward. They're saying that there has to be some element of this reining it in, otherwise it's like, what's the saying, it's like there's the truth, there's your version of the truth, there's their version of the truth, and then there's the actual reality. I think that's the saying. This is very much that energy. It's like you're not seeing this for what it is, all right? So whatever the decision is about, it probably involves someone else. It could also involve a love relationship, but it doesn't have to. Just take it as it resonates. There could also be a third party involved, and you could be split in terms of that energy. This energy here is wanting to try, and don't forget, this is the card before the Four of Swords, which is about that meditative energy. This is, I feel, possibly you now. It's like you're in the fetal position trying to work out what the F is going on. And this is where I feel you want to be, but you're not able to do that. Again, there's an imbalance here, all right? Bottom of the deck, Six of Swords, healing begins. Okay, Libra for the month of March. Yeah, once that decision is made, the Sun card, this is about prosperity and growth. And as you can see, the heart chakra, there's like a heck of a lot of energy being channeled through the heart chakra, because you're not leading with your head, you're leading with your heart, and you're not leading with your ego. Now, don't forget, the dates I've given you, you may feel like this is especially prevalent around those dates. This is also about the Hierophant, which is teach. This is a lesson. This is your lesson. This is also about the conventional, traditional confines. This is about your programming. This is about how you grew up and what people, teachers, parents expected you to do. I'm trying not to swear because I get told off on YouTube every time I swear. They just end up, my algorithm goes mental or stops. I feel like the guy just saying that to me. Yeah, this is for you guys as well. This is for you guys as well. You've got to break free of this. You're not your history. You're not your past. You're not your background. You're not your parents. You're not your teachers. You are not the 5th grade kid that was told by your maths teacher that you're rubbish or something. This is ludicrous. Like, why would you even? Don't buy into that. You're not any of these things. Stop buying into things people are telling you. Can I just say, if I listened to things people told me, I would have been in the fetal position for the last nearly 39 years. You know? Stop buying into that. I've had this all my life, and if I didn't break out and do my own path at the detriment of pretty much everyone in my life, let's be realistic, I wouldn't be where I am. And this is why, put it this way, the point is you need to live in your truth. This is about you living in your divine truth. This is not about what others' truth is for you. That's flown across the other side of the room. 5 of Wands. This is about challenging times, competition, drive. Again, ego, like, oh, well, that they would expect me to do this, and, you know, I should prove my worth, and I should be proving this, and I should be proving that. No, the only person you're proving anything to is you, and this is how it should be. Can you see, look, there's a guy here with a shield. Now, he's channeling information, all right? Block it. Can you see? He's channeling from above here. He's aligned, and he's choosing to block this out because it's not in his highest and best interests. Don't listen to all those things. Like, this is a lesson. This is about you finding your worth, but you're balancing this out so you're not so much in your headspace. One sec, let me go and pick up the card that flew on the other side of the room. Heart chakra. This is, I mean, this is again, this is about a heart awakening. A heart awakening. And now, bearing in mind the way I'm laying these cards out, Control, which is the Chariot card, was pulled and put next to the heart chakra. Now I'm not consciously doing this, I'm told where to put the cards, so it's an added layer to the reading. You are split. Your heart is wanting to take you into two different directions, and you're trying to figure out the answer with this. You don't. You figure it out with that. You take your space, you get your time away from everyone, right? You observe, all right? You take everything in, and then you make the decision once you've aligned yourself with this, not with that. Because otherwise, you're going to make the, like, sorry, I've got faith in you guys, but don't make the wrong decision. Don't make the wrong decision. You know, you have to lead with your heart. This is the High Priestess, and this is saying, listen. Now, I don't know what else I can say on this reading, but this is perfectly demonstrating my point, because Spirit have got your back. Look, can you see? There's energy resonating from around the ears, clairaudience. Pay attention, and don't, and this is the other thing, pay attention to what you're being given and utilize your heart to feel it out. Don't utilize this. It's not tangible. You know, remember what I said about the 9th dimension, when your brain's trying to oversee something and it's not working? That's exactly why. You're not meant to feel with the head, you're meant to feel with the heart. Because of the way I've led these cards down, the 3 of Swords, sadness and isolation, is now above the High Priestess card, which is the listen card. Again, they're reiterating the point that you must listen to your own inner guidance, because this is going to be instrumental for your truth. Sacral chakra on the bottom of the deck, emotional center, joy, sexuality. You could be getting distracted by your sexuality. Right, maybe even a past love interest, maybe even you're, you know, drinking too much, over sort of, there's a bit of an overspill with the old, what's the word? Thanks, Spirit. Spirits, drinking, you know? It's like there's, you're kind of throwing yourself a bit too much into that energy of, you indulgence. Thank you. Indulgence. All right, this is not about you indulging yourself and blocking everything else out, so but you're being so blocked that you can't figure out the right way forward. This is about putting down the emotional crutches, the kind of I mean, that's really Piscean type of, you know, to sort of almost like, you know, to be so in this watery energy that you're trying to sort of utilize anything to make yourself feel better. It's not meant to. You're meant to understand what this is about and walk through it. Don't walk around it, because that's what happens when you start drinking and stuff. Don't walk around it, walk through it. Now, I'm going to be real. I keep saying this every time, but I'm going to be real. When I had my moon progressed in Pisces like a year ago, I don't know how Pisces do it. And I've got a Scorpio moon as well, which is pretty hard. You know, it's probably one of the worst moon signs. Until I went through my moon progressed in Pisces. Oh my goodness. So yes, it's going to be every trigger on the planet. You know, your subconscious fears are going to be coming up. It's how you deal with them that's going to be really important. All right. And we're hitting 43 minutes, so I need to hurry up. What's confirming the Sun card, please? Yeah, there's a lesson that's going to help you with your healing. This is going to be when the decision's made, but the happiness comes around, again, your energy expanding. Now, again, with the heart awakening, that is going to help with that, and it's going to attract your people, your tribe, to you. When you learn the lesson and make the decision, healing will begin. Okay, it means there's a transition, and it is like the worst is behind you. 5 of Wands. What is the 5 of Wands? Clarification. Yeah, this is about 8 of Swords energy, being trapped in the head, feeling like you can't escape, feeling like you can't do any better, feeling like you can't do this, you can't do that. Helpless and hopeless. It's about removing that energy. You're not helpless or hopeless. This is just a challenge about where you're about believing in your gut instinct. Bottom of the deck, base chakra, okay? Underneath that, 6 of Wands. This is your lesson for this month, okay? This is primarily what the energy is going to be showing you. Keep an eye out for it, all right? Take some space if you need to. Don't sort of... I wouldn't even be really listening to others, even me. I wouldn't even sit here and go, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I would sit and listen to what I'm saying and then go and meditate on it and then feel out if this is accurate for you. Let's have a look at the Archangel Oracle cards for outcomes, because we're now at 45 minutes and yeah, I'm talking a lot. Okay, outcomes, Libra. Libra outcomes, Libra outcomes, Libra outcomes, Libra outcomes. What's happening for Libra for March? Outcomes. Yeah, you've got upgrades coming, sensitivity. This is about evolving, and you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honour yourself and your feelings. Yeah, heart awakening. Heart awakening's on its way. Wow. Wow. Divine order. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. Wow. Karmic lesson. Wow. I mean, look, that's essentially what I've been saying. Don't look at it being like you're doomed. They're trying to lead you to where you're trying to go. They want you to get onto the path where you're supposed to be, not where everyone else wants you to be or where you've kind of found yourself. This is about you transitioning into your power, all right? Divine order. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. And then we've got leadership. Okay? It is time for you to assume your leadership position and lovingly guide others. Can you see the trumpet? This is the angel call. This is the temperance, the call of the angels, okay? Where you're heeding your soul mission. This is about getting it ready for you to do light work as well, all right? And guide others. So you probably, and again, you probably transitioned out of an absolutely horrific nightmare of a time. This is your chance to try and work out and close the door once and for all and then learn from it. Then you're going to be transitioning into a brand new chapter and cycle, which is going to be very positive for you. Bottom of the deck, moon cycles. Final outcome, please. Spirit for Libra for March 2020. What is the outcome, please? Healthy lifestyle. Yeah. No more boozing. Eat a healthy diet and get adequate sleep and exercise regularly for optimal health. Okay, sorry to kind of... can you see the caduceus above his hand? So this is very much Raphael energy here. Yeah, again, says Archangel Raphael. So this is the healing element. This is, again, they're trying to get you to have balance, because when you're in balance, you can choose a lot easier. This is going to be a lot easier for you to choose and make the right decisions. Anyway, guys, that was your reading for the sign of Libra for the month of March 2020. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. All your likes, shares and subscriptions, it means a lot to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tomorrow's reading is going to be Scorpio for the month of March 2020. Have a wonderful month. Take good care of yourselves. If you do want to make notes in the comments box and sort of give me your insights, feedback, that's going to be really helpful for me. It means I can read your energy a little bit easier and hopefully get a bit more insight messages for everyone. Feel free to do that if you are drawn to. If not, no worries. Have a wonderful day, evening, wherever you are, and take care.